How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, SummitCitySports.com, bringing you this live boys varsity soccer match. We are at the Plex in Fort Wayne, Indiana, field number 2. Big IPFW field right behind us. We have a battle of conference foes in the Summit Athletic Conference. Battle of undefeateds in the conference. Dwenger 1-0. And Northrop 2-0 here in conference. We're going to get quick to it. No announcer here at the Plex. So we have over the ball. That's Andy Bruns, a senior. And number 13, Cesar Boras, captain, senior. And we're all possession goes to the Saints. And they'll attack right away. Only played 3 matches so far on this early year, beating New Haven and Bishop Lures. Their only loss coming to Leo 2-1 as we have a nice ball, but there is the keeper on top of it, number 26, Blake Evans, the senior. This is our first chance to get to see these 2 squads in the 2015 season. Good defense, but stronger was number 3, and Billy Guerrero. Big mismatch he had with Jackson Zimmerman here on the near sideline. Headed up and over by Bruns. Look for number 13, Boras, up top. Free kick to the Bruins. That's number 22, Nathan Dove, the senior. With the boot to the top of the box. That was handballed, and the crowd wanted to see it, but was not called by the referee. Comes back out to the top of the box by Guerrero. Guerrero looked for the shot. He does have 5 goals. That's ricocheted, and that's a nice volley by number 4, Abdirahman. I'll have trouble with that one all night. Mohammed Abdirahman, the senior. First corner on the match goes to the Bruins, 38-21 to play in this first half. Ball comes into the box, off the head of number 7 in orange, Duras. And Northrop gains possession, through ball, but he's offsides, delayed offsides. The keeper will take it, and a quick throw out here to the near side, breaking out. That was Harkenreiter, and that will be a foul called on Allison in orange. Free kick. That was Eek to Lai. Back to Stroud, the sophomore. Far side. And they have a Saint breaking out. Can he get to it? Nice cross into the box, but right at the keeper. And 0-0. The big fella, Cameron Fox. has 18 saves through the first 6 matches, only letting in 1 goal. So outstanding backmate for the Bruins, and keeper senior Cameron Fox. Tried to get it to Guerrero and cleared out by the Saints. So the back line of the Bruins, and back to the attack comes Northrop. Spin, survey. That was Esquivel. Guerrero, calmly. That's right in the middle of his 2 defenders, but tracked down here and looked to go up top to Stepic. Into the passing lane was the Bishop Dwenger Saint. Have a breaking. That's the sophomore Simerson. Through ball. Nice. Good connection. That ball is still in danger. Look for the, see if he goes to the left-footed shot. Doesn't. Hesitation. Pressure. Trying to take on too many Bruin defenders right there. Had Simerson. Probably tried to look for the through ball to sneak it in. Couldn't find him. 36 minutes to play in the half. 0-0 your score. And a little collision, but no foul called out on the far side. Number 9, Trevor Landers went down. Does have a goal so far this year for the Saints. Calmly cleared out. Nice pass up.
Set it up now. Set it up.
To Poliferone, the senior. Good takeaway by Guerrero, but up to the task. But Guerrero just battles. He's a strong, strong player with, as I mentioned, 5 goals through the first 6 games. Other top goal scorer for the Bruins and Coach Billy Foreman is Gordon Duras, number 7. He does have 7 goals here through the first 6 games. That's him right there with the spin move, but dispossessed by Dwenger. Look for a streaking Bruins. Cannot keep it in. Out to touch to the Bruins. So that was Cesar Boras, the captain, senior, running the midfield and tried to connect to his forward mate streaking and just out too far. Throw in to Northrop. 34.5 to play in the half. There's Guerrero, cut it back to regain possession. Those small plays in the game of soccer are huge. Maintaining possession, making the defense chase you, waste their energy. Here comes Northrop again. If it's not there, they just keep pulling it back wisely. Allison looked up front to Stepic. Has space here to the Saints. Look for the through ball there to number 9, but can't connect. Trevor Landers did have space, but couldn't connect on the pass from Lucas Harkenreiter. He's the lone freshman on the field for the Saints. Saints coached by Carl Philip Dorissant. As I mentioned, the Saints 2-1-0 on the season. 1-0 in conference. With these Northrop Bruins 5-1, 2-0 in conference. So this game will play a big part in the outcome of the winner of the SAC crown. Dwenger fans not happy with that, but they do retain possession. Battled. That was number 10. Poliferone. That's a cross and up the goal and right over the crossbar. Had a wide open net. Did number 18, Andy Bruins. Good pressure on the far side by Poliferone. Came right to the feet of Bruins, but just too heavy. Went up over the crossbar by a couple feet. We're going to stay knotted. 0-0, 33 minutes to play in the first half. Best attempt by Dwenger. Let's see if he can keep it in here on the near sideline. Couldn't track it in was Abdirahman. Landers to throw in. Up front, Chino, Eek. Back to Landers. Out the touch to Dwenger. Here's Eek, has space. Real strong on the ball is he. Top of the box, nice cut dribble, and that could be a foul at the top of the box. It is not. Proliferone went down, but no call as the Bruins come back on the attack, but that ball is way too far for their goal scorer, Gordon Duras. Throw in for Dwenger. 0-0, 32 minutes to play in the first half. I am Tim Atkinson, Jeff Mahoney on the camera. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of our video and highlights. Good head out by Dwenger on their back line. Filtered back here to the left back. Has some space, but being tracked down. That's good pressure by the Bruins. Stop the attack. There's the freshman. Eek. Look to chip it. Up the Bruins. Couldn't get it to him. There's number 22, Nathan Dove. He's been all over the pitch, pushing back offensively, but that stays in trouble. Here comes Eek and Bruins. Bruins doesn't have anyone with him. And good play defensively by number 25, Robbie Backel, the junior. Throw in for the Saints, 0-0, 31 minutes to play in the first half. Two-man game on the far sideline. Needs a switch of field. Chooses to cut back, far side. Look to filter it down in the corner, cannot, cut off by the Bruins. But here comes Lucas Harkenrider. Taken away nicely by Dove. Dove, walk over, takes a look. Good pass to Stepik. Stepik looking fancy on the dribble, but too much right there. Out to touch to Dwenger. Throw in. Good shield job there by the Saints. A number 9 Landers headed. Duras and cleared out by Dwenger, but that went off a Northrop Bruin. So throw in for Dwenger, just under 30 to play in the first half. Throw into Eek, can't control it, too heavy on the first touch. There's Duras surveying. Good through ball, and he's offside by just a half step. Couldn't have been much. Very close play, but good attack for Northrop. We are still knotted up, 0-0. 29 minutes to play in this first half. We are at the Plex, the campus of IPFW, off of Coliseum Boulevard here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, home of the Bishop Dwenger Saints. They are hosting these Northrop Bruins. As good switch on the play, all the way down in the corner as Landers tried to take on the defense. Good clear out and smart. You can see why the keeper, Cameron Fox, has only let one goal in. Good positioning and knows when to just get rid of it immediately. Just came up and toe poked it out of danger. And now Northrop possesses, and they're on the attack. Need to possess a bit as Guerrero has a streaker here on the near side. Abdirahman, that's where they look. Good header to keep it in, chest it down. Simerson, nice foot on it to break that up. Jackson Simerson, the sophomore, didn't have the angle on that look, did Bruins. Turnover to the Bruins. Dove controls. That's a heady little flick to get it over the defenders as he was being pinched in the middle of the field. And if he would have turned that over, that would have been super dangerous. That's going to be too far as the keeper does get to it and smartly lets the ball drop.
Good hustle. Nice try, guys.
So it does not cause the penalty. Good play by Blake Evans. He is a senior. There's Fox. So calm. Outlets. Duras Looked to settle it and couldn't. 50-50 ball, popped up, controlled by Dwenger. Proliferon's very quick on that ball off the first step. And that's a nice looking pass, split the defense. Landers with the shot. Deflected far right, wide into the side net. But that will be a corner for Dwenger. So Dwenger's first corner of the match coming at the 26:45 mark. That'll be number 10, Proliferon. And that's a goal. Landers, the corner fell right into the box and fell to the feet of Landers. Bruins couldn't clear it out quick enough, and Landers popped it in the back of the net. Telling you, it's sometimes a little better to be lucky than good in this game of soccer, as BD scores the first goal of the match on the ricochet off the corner. Landers with the goal. Northrop, we're about midway through this first half. Turnover to Simerson. Simerson tried to cut it back, but that was taken away by the stronger fellow. And then look for the foul. As you saw the tug on the jersey as he fouls again. This time it's called. Free kick to Dwenger. 25.5. Restart. Almost turned over. That was good pressure by Esquivel. And that's turned over to Dove. Dove looked to shield it and cannot, but that does roll out the touch. Still will stay Bruin ball. .25 minutes to play. As I mentioned, both teams undefeated in their conference, the SAC, as here comes Duras. Looks for the corner, has a couple Bruins, dummied, saw Deerham and could not get a boot to it. Here come the Saints. They can break out. Simerson, very tricky, letting the ball go through, but can't get his foot in on that defensive play. Nice ball down the line and tried to clear out. Was number 11, Austin Lai. Still trying, battling, shields his defender. Down in the corner flag, kept in. And Dwenger just clears it out smartly. Here's Duff, controls it at his foot, give and go. Esquivel looking to switch the field, chooses not to. Goes back to the defender. Dove standing alone at the top of the box, needs to take a rip, but takes the float pass and just can't get a tip of the boot. Was Victor Steppert. And that was a beautiful looking pass by number 22, Nathan Dove, the senior. Plays this central defensive midfield role for Foreman, for Coach Foreman here in this first half. 23:45 to play in this first half. And we have a missed throw in, turn the ball over to the Bruins. Number 20. Excuse me, that's number, yeah, it's 25, Robbie Bakel. Flicked up and can't keep it in. Throw in for Dwenger. 23 to play in this first half. Northrop cannot give up another goal. They are an explosive bunch, but the way Dwenger's playing defensively, they need to keep this match close. Filters back here to the center back. Nice play, Abdirahman. Give and go, but there is number 17, Harkenreiter, the freshman. Good stand defensively, strong by the freshman, caused the turnover. Nice hesitation dribble by Proliferon. He's the one I'm talking about. Is very explosive off the ball. Good defensive slide tackle. That got through to the box. Let's see who can get to it. Northrop does. Ball is cleared out to the center of the pitch, and out come Northrop. Look for Guerrero. Couldn't get to him as Eli with the chest down. Controls, being pressured. Simerson just canned up to, they're calling a Mo over here, number 4, but that was a good through ball, but just too quick as number 6, Colin Stroud. He's just a sophomore for Dwenger. Simerson with the beautiful header to keep it in, and not only that, keep possession. Looked for the forward. And number 16, Viracho, he's got a goal on this year through the first 3 games. Long ball, just too long, handled by the veteran keeper, Cameron Fox. Booted out over midfield. Tried headed by Dwenger. Battle for it. 50-50 ball comes down to Guerrero. Duras. And that cannot be tracked down by Mohammed Abdirahman. Will be a goal kick for the keeper for Dwenger, Blake Evans, the senior. A little miscommunication on the formation as Blake gets rid of it off the chest of Dove and popped up by number 10, Proliferon. Headed down nicely by the back line, but possessed by Dwenger. Look for the through ball to Viraco. Deflected, kept alive, taken to the center of the pitch and turned over. Good step up by number 25, Robbie Backel. Headed by Dwenger. 20 minutes to play. We're halfway through this first half. Thuras looked like he got shaken up on that collision. As Northrop regains possession. Gonzalez, he's a freshman, number 11. Looked for Dove. Thuras, through ball to Guerrero, trying to break him out and can't. Cleared out by number 6 in white, Stroud. He's been very steady for the back line as that was dribbled out over the sideline. Turnover, throw in to Northrop. Northrop needs some possession. Their best chance with Dove at the top of the box was gained by the possession, kept possession for a good 4 minutes or so before the shot was attempted. So here's Guerrero trying to get it from Dove. Can't get to it. Ball just stays at the edge of the box. Comes back out and picked up by Proliferon, the senior. Has Simerson overlap, and that's got to be a foul. And that's his second foul is Abdirahman. Second foul on him. Free kick to Dwenger, just under 19. We're in the first half at the Plex here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. SummitCitySports.com. Finds Viraco. But taken away, dispossessed nicely by the Bruins. But once again, just no reason to pressure that ball. That's the, after watching, you know, several games here through the first couple of weeks of the 2015 season. The team's main flaws is just giving the ball away with no pressure. When not pressured, hold on to that ball, make the defense come to you, and you attack. So that's a beautiful ball to Guerrero. Can he break through? Tried to bring it down to cut it back, but still has it. Drag dribble, tried to go with the right foot, but cleared out. 18 to play in the first half. Northrop now has their best opportunity. Here's a corner. Their second of the match.
Who's taking the kick?
As that's number 9. Victor Stepik, Jr., heads over. Let's see. He's going to go with the outswinger with the right foot. Several in the box 9 in the box here almost for the Bruins to the near post. Couldn't get on it was Duras, but that is put in the back of the net by the freshman, number 11, Cristobal Gonzalez. Knots it up at 1. 1-1 here, 17:10 to play. Northrop finally breaks through after the continued pressure. I'm telling you, that possession, they possessed it for the past 2.5, 3 minutes nearly. And look what happened. They ended up with a goal on the corner. That was number 11, Cristobal Gonzalez, off the little flick on the head of Victor Stepik. So we're all knotted up at once here at the Plex. Battle for the SAC. Dwenger looks to regain their form. No need to panic, plenty of time, 16.5 here in the first. Tracked down by the Bruins and shielded. And that's not gonna roll out. It's gonna need to be played, and it was. That ball does come through, look for the cross, but that was Dove getting his foot in. Good dribble by number 18, Bruins. And that will go out. It's gonna be a throw in for Dwenger. As we have a player down on the field, that was number 7, Gordon Duras. He had as I mentioned a couple minutes ago, banged looked like his wrist on the collision. Hope the young fellow is okay as he'll come out. Being replaced. That's number 8, Miguel Escovel, the junior. Throw in for Dwenger. In attack. Eek battled with the freshman goal scorer, Gonzalez, and cleared out by Dove, not messing around. Stepik tries to break out, cannot. Stroud. And that was a way to come into space by Poliferone. Good read by Stroud to Poliferone. There's Gonzalez just battling, taking the ball away. Strong on the ball is the freshman. Dove got it caught underneath his feet and turned over, but still going and battling. Dove look for the long ball to Stepik. Too heavy. He does track it down, but cannot get a boot on it. Rolls out for a goal kick. 14.5 to play in the first. 1-1 your score. First goal coming by Dwenger at the 26-minute mark by the senior Trevor Landers. That's his second goal on the season. Followed by the Northrop goal at the 17-minute mark from the corner off the glancing header of Stepik. Went to the feet of to the feet of Cristobal Gonzalez, the freshman who put it in with the right foot. That is Stepik off sides. Free kick to Dwenger, just under 14. Knotted at once. Just what we expected between these two squads. Just one loss apiece for both of these well-coached high school programs. As I mentioned, both 2A, Billy Foreman, the head coach for the Northrop Bruins. Carl Phillip Drusant for Dwenger. That's number 15, Jacob Root in the game, the sophomore. Gonzalez battling, turned over. Escovel looked to go and does create some nice attacking space. Here's Guerrero. Had space, had Stepik alone. Stepik could have turned and dribbled at least 4 or 5 dribbles, may have had enough room to get a shot off. Well, that's a long pass turnover. Goal kick for the Saints and number 26, Blake Evans. He's the senior keeper. Boot out near midfield. Dove volleys it down nicely to Guerrero. Guerrero finds a teammate, and Allison. Mo, nice turn and dribble. Looking for the cross, has a Bruin in the box, but broken up by Jacob Rude, the sophomore. That was a dangerous play as Rude went for the header. But Dearman got that boot too high. Good hesitation dribble by Proliferone. Look for the through ball to Boras. Good defensive teamwork by the Bruins as they find Dove, pressured by Landers, the goal scorer for the Saints. Landers trying to break through, but that's too heavy from Boras. 11.5 to play in this first. 1-1 your score. Throw in, throw out to Brito. That's number 2, Campos. And just offside is Guerrero. That will be another offsides for Northrop. That was a quick restart. Throw in to Dwenger. Dwenger's coaching staff on the sidelines tell him to calm down. And I'm sure yelling out to possess, as possession in this high school game of soccer usually leads to more goals. Just making the other team, the defense, chase the offense is a lot more exhausting than controlling the ball, deciding when you want to run. Throw in for Northrop. Settled by Dwenger. Boras almost dispossessed by Northrop, and now is headed to Guerrero. Excuse me, that's Campos. And no one there but the back four for the Saints. Filtered back through Blake Evans, the keeper, to Lai, being pressured. Needs to get rid of it, does, and here's where the open space comes from the pressure. Sergey Collins, Jr., has Bruins with him. Dove forces, along with Esquivel. Freshman, Gonzalez. Good header by Eli. Rude heads it out of danger, and that's a dangerous ball to keep it in, but that will come to the lone Saint player. Gonzalez got to the ball first, but still possessed by Dwenger. Looked to switch fields and could not, as that went through the wickets of Brito. A good play to use his keeper, and Cameron Fox now letting 2 goals pass his goal line through the first 7 games of his senior career. Rude looks to throw in. Number 15, Jacob Rude, sophomore. That was headed up by Collins, the junior, settled by Bruins, the senior. And that's going to be a foul called on number 5, Allison, the junior. And that was going to be taken by number 10, John Proliferone. Proliferone is going to go long ball, switch fields to Landers. Can't get it to him, headed out by Northrop. Back to the center back, Eli, pressure by Guerrero. Looked for Landers, bit heavy, tried to flick it up to keep it in, and that will roll out the touch to Northrop. Campos looks to throw in quickly. He does. To Esquivel. Go back to Allison. Gonzalez, so strong on the ball, but that's possessed by Dwenger. But Dove up for the task, cutting off the passing lane, looking for the through ball, and that's another one that's just unforced, because that's going to be a foul called on Guerrero.
Easy, Billy. Billy, let it go, buddy. Let it go.
Free kick
Heads up.
for Dwenger as they restart it to the keeper. It's a dangerous ball to Stroud. Excuse me, that's Glowacki, the number 5. He's the senior captain. 7 minutes to play in the first half, 1-1 on the board. Your goal scorers are for Dwenger, number 9, Trevor Landers, his 2nd goal of the year. And number 11 for Northrop, the freshman, Cristobal Gonzalez. As here comes Poliferone getting shot out of a cannon towards midfield. That has the defense backing up. Only one player with him. Poliferone, nice hesitation dribble. Look for the cross, and that will go off a Northrop defender for a corner. Pressure, pressure, pressure for John Poliferone, the senior, to produce the corner for Dwenger. As he catches his breath over by the corner flag, that is Poliferone that will take it. One of the 3 captains for the Saints, along with Glowacki and Boras. Here's the right-footed in-swinger coming from number 10, John Poliferone. That comes in a dangerous spot in the box, but there is the keeper, Cameron Fox, with another good position. Collision. No harm, no foul on that as that settles the Rude. Rude. Look to flick it past Duras, as he was very calm over the ball. As that knee got a bit high, but that will not be a foul and be a throw-in to Dwenger. Rude takes a look.
Are you kidding?
The ball went out. Are you serious? Take an extra 15 feet?
And here comes Northrop trying to defend. And throw in by Northrop quickly, but that's controlled by Dwenger, and there's the foul on Duras. Free kick to Dwenger in a dangerous position. 4:52 to play in the first half. Free kick for Dwenger. Poliferone, see if he chooses to yep, he quickly restarts it to Rude. Rude comes back to Poliferone. Good pressure by Duras. Poliferone looking for help. He set the defense up. Glowacki. Glowacki looking for number 12, Nick Harold, the junior. Goes out to touch to Bishop Dwenger. Here comes back the sophomore and Jackson Simmerman, number 1, replacing the freshman Lucas Harkenreiter. Throw in for Dwenger. Glowacki throws it into Landers. Landers looking for the cross, headed out by Northrop to the feet of Dove. Here comes Northrop attacking. Dwenger's getting back. 4 minutes to play in the first half. Controlled by Duras. Look for the through ball to Campos, but mishit out to touch now to Dwenger. Both schools here undefeated in the SAC. Dwenger, their lone win against Bishop Lures.
Now you got to push through. Yeah, I was going to say, not the people. Playing 3 games back to back.
Comes Duras battling, and that's going to be a foul called on Dwenger as Duras went to the ground. 3:11 to play. Free kick for Northrop. This ball. See where the wall sets up and how many.
Yeah.
Dwenger going with just a one-man wall. 6 at the top of the box. Dove, right foot, off the head of the wall. But there is, beautifully, Blake Evans positioned as he should be. Landers, Simmerson trying to break out Landers, does. But Landers cannot keep it in. Throw in for Northrop. 2:15 to play in the first half. 1-1 your score. Dwenger was first on the board, followed by Northrop. That's popped up by Campos, the junior, and cleared out by Colin Strode. Knock out the touch to Dwenger. Throw into Simerson. Look to get it back. Turned over, and possession now from Northrop. Minute 45 to play in the first half. Looking to break out Campos and can't. Eli, nice defense, has Rude over there. What could be wise just to clear it out. Just a little far for Rude, but that's better than making the turnover. Throw in for Northrop, minute 22. Good sliding tackle by Poliferone, then all over the pitch. As number 10, the senior, John Poliferone, throw in for Northrop. Here's Allison. Duras. The dribble. Put the defense up nicely, but dispossessed. And a foul on Duras. That was beautiful defense by Sergey Collins, the junior.
Open up for him.
Dwenger with another free kick. 45 seconds to play in this first half. 1-1. Ball's knocked down by Allison. Settles to the freshman, Gonzalez. Gonzalez, Esquivel. Just not connecting, as that was a kick right up to the hand, but that was not called. And it was called, just not a loud whistle, as that was a handball on Dwenger. Just under 20 seconds to play. They should make this the last play. As that's a delay game called on number 10, John Poliferone, with the yellow. And the clock should be stopped, as Poliferone didn't give him enough space, but that was a quick restart for Northrop. You see that all the time with the defense. It's just standing in front of the ball to prevent the quick free kick. Referee, I've never seen that called, or every offense would just kick it into the defensive legs. They would just run up on it and cause a delay yellow card every time. So that's it for Poliferone with the yellow. So the referee is going to come over to the assistant referee and the coaching staff of Dwenger. Dwenger to end the first half. What a huge play. As the ref is explaining it to Coach Carl Philip Dorsant. As you can see, not happy with the call, as this will end the first half on the whistle and the touch of the Northrop player. So obviously the coaching staff not satisfied. Forum Dwenger. Let's see if this will be this is a good attempt here, about 15 yards outside the edge of the box. Dove almost put it on goal once, missed the top of the crossbar by a foot, maybe a foot and a half early in the first half. So we're going to have Dove stand over it. This will end the first half on the reset. Referee asking for a clock reset to 11 seconds. Dove having a chat with his mate, the freshman, Cristobal Gonzalez, the goal scorer for Northrop. Waiting for the referee's whistle. No time on the clock, but there is 11 seconds left in the match. Dove runs by it. Gonzalez looked to flick it in. It was almost kind of a fake out as Dove ran for the goal, looked for the pass, as that's going to be thrown out to Landers. But that clock is going to expire, and that is the first half. So at the end of the first half, we only have one 40-minute session left to go to decide this SAC match. We will take a break here, Summit City Sports, and join you for that second half action. Welcome back to the Plex here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, Central Fort Wayne. This is the home of the Bishop Dwenger Saints. They are playing host to the Northrop Bruins. We are knotted up at 1 goal apiece. First goal came by way of the senior, Trevor Landers. His second goal of the season. That was answered in the 17th minute by the freshman, Cristobal Gonzalez, who ripped one in the back of the net with the right foot off the little flick header from the corner by Duras. So Northrop heads back on the pitch. They will get possession to start this second half on the whistle for the kickoff. Battle for the SAC, both undefeated. Both undefeated in the Summit Athletic Conference, with Northrop 2-0. They have beat Wayne at Wayne 6-0. Followed that by a win hosting Southside 3-0. Their only loss coming from an outstanding squad in Leo High School, the north side of Indiana, north side of Fort Wayne. So Northrop just out of the top 20 rankings in the coaches poll in the state of Indiana. They are an honorable mention. Just fell outside that top 20 in 2A. But here comes Northrop. Guerrero. Cleared out by by Lai, the junior. Out to touch to Northrop. Throw in at the edge of the box. Guerrero cuts it to the end line. But cleared out nicely by number 8 in white. That's Eek Chino. Throw in. Duras turned it over. And no numbers for Dwenger, but look at the hustle on display by Boras, number 13. Tries the through ball to Landers. Defense picked up the effort, and that's going to be left to go out of bounds by number 5, Glowacki, senior captain. Takes a run up in the throw in. Bruins double teamed. Dove takes it away. Nice piece of dribbling by number 9, Stepik, but that was turned over. Back to Stepik. Poliferon's been very impressive today, offensively and defensively for Dwenger, as he's been up and down the pitch as just like Nathan Dove for Northrop, number 22. Boras goes outside to Simerson, the sophomore. Tried to create the attack at the top of the box, can't get it. Tough defense. A form was Robbie Backel. And that's a push on Guerrero. Free kick. And that's a quick restart and a quick turnover. But right back to Dwenger, number 6, Callan Stroud. Blocked. And Stroud looks to clear out and does off the Coach Durasant's foot. Rolls out the touch to Northrop, number 4, Dierman. Guerrero, and he is just off. Austin Lai, the junior, immediately put the hand up, looking at the assistant ref on the far sideline, looking for the offside flag. He did get it. 37 minutes to play in this match. 1-1 your score. Near side. Milwaukee tracked down and blocked. Out of play by Duras. Throw into Tut. And 2 balls out on the field. Stop play. We'll redo the throw in for Glowacki. Gonna look for the long throw in, looking for Landers. Flicked it up with the right foot off of North Bruin. Good quick throw into Boras. Boras can't track it down. Out to touch. It's gonna stay with Dwenger. Throw in, down by the corner flag. Let's see if they come back here to Glowacki. They choose to pressure it into the box. That's gonna go off of a Dwenger Saint for a goal kick. So pressure by the Saints doesn't turn out to be much. 36 to play. Landers stays with it. And tracked down. Good give and go, but too heavy on the touch was Bruins, the senior and senior. Couldn't match up on the give and go two-man game. Throw in for Northrop. Stroud. Good piece of dribbling and clear up the sideline. But that was Esquivel closing out, but turned over, and Proliferone has a little bit of space. Good hesitation. Looked to leave it go, but that was all ball right there by number 9, Stepik. As went down did Brito. As the advantage was played, and that's going to be a corner to Northrop. Advantage played smartly by the referee, as that turned into a corner for Northrop on the advantage play. I think he's okay, it's just a collision. Walking it off is Brito. But Northrop with their first corner of the second half. Stepik looking for the right-footed in-swinger. As they weren't even ready, whistle wasn't blown. They will redo this corner. 35 to play in the match. 4 at the edge of the box in motion. As Brito starts creeping. So that'd be smart to bring Simerson into the box. As Duras heads near post, they're gonna go short corner to Esquivel. Esquivel with the right-footed cross. Far side, off the chest. And good clear out by Lai. Still regains possession, does Dwenger. Eek. Being tackled. And that is a throw in for Dwenger. 35 minutes to play. Simerson had a nice ball to Landerson. Let's see what Landerson can do with the right foot. It's going to take a rip shot and off the post and in. Beautiful right-footed shot by number 9, Trevor Landers. His second goal of the match. Took on 3 defenders with the through ball from the sophomore Simerson. Right at the last minute, let her rip with the right foot. Kind of a half chip over the outstretched hand of Cameron Fox for the second goal for Dwenger and the second goal for number 9, Trevor Landers. 2-1, Bishop Dwenger on top. 34 minutes to play. Seen some nice, exciting goals here tonight. Beautiful Thursday, warm and muggy in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Good fans out here filling up the stands from Dwenger and Northrop. Ball just got away, but Dub did track it off, but went off the right foot. Back to Dwenger and Bruins. Proliferone from out near side. Glowacki. Cut back to the left. Looked to switch the fields, but that was passed immediately to Stepik, who turned it over. Lai. Throw it back into the attacking zone for Dwenger and headed out by Allison. 33.5 to play in the match. Dwenger up 2-1. battle for the SAC control as that's deflected off of Northrop and does go out to touch to Dwenger. 2-1 your score. Dwenger needs to possess. Maintain possession here in the second half. Make the Bruins exhaust themselves. Want to keep the pressure on as that was kicked right into the gut of Proliferone. He looked to go give and go, but that was kept upright. And finally, knee down by a Bruin. Look for Duras, who did a nice little dummy. Had his teammate Guerrero fall down. As now he does find Guerrero. Had Dove, but Dove was offsides. He sure was. I could see it from this angle. Dove about a step and a half offside. 32.5 to play. Free kick for Dwenger. And number 6, Colin Stroud. Excuse me. They're going to go short. Milwaukee. Right-footed pass and turned over immediately to the Bruins. Goes out to the midfield. Cut back here near side. Had Dove. Chose to filter back to the center back in Backel. And Fox will let her rip off the head of Lai, but that goes in the box. Tried to knee down by the Bruins, and Duras couldn't gain control. Allison heads it back off the chest of Simerson. 50-50 ball, and Northrop regains control. 32 to play in the match. Here comes Dove with space. Look for the through ball to Guerrero. He's on. And he definitely looked on. You could see the assistant referee on the far side was off his line just a bit, but did call it offside. He has the best angle on it. 31.5 to play. Free kick goes back to Dwenger on the offsides. Dwenger leading 2-1. There's Esquivel. Guerrero, he's on this time. And that's going to be knocked out for a corner. Good closeout by Proliferone, but couldn't get it out for the throw-in. That will be a corner. And Stapik will head back over for the right-footed in-swinger. See what Northrop does here. If they do a different lineup in the box, they do. They're going to go 3 on the far side, 2 near motion. They're going to go far side on the corner, far post, and that's headed, but right down to the keeper and Blake Evans. Tracked down by Northrop, and here's Campos, has Guerrero. Guerrero with the right foot, and look to pass. Outstanding positioning by number 26, Blake Evans, as that would have been a nice look to number 7, Duras. But boy, was Blake Evans there in position to take that off the head of the Northrop Bruin. 2-1 still your score. Dwenger on top. 2 undefeated teams in the conference. Here's Dove. Look for Campos. Slide tackle out by Glowacki. Throw in for Northrop. 30 minutes to play in the match. Good pressure by Landers. Left back was up to par as Dove went shoulder to shoulder with Harkenreiter, the freshman, and the freshman held his ground against the senior, which I'm sure Coach Dorisant would love to see on film. Here's Guerrero looking for the cross, fakes the cross, goes to the right-footed cross, but there is Blake Evans. 29 to play. Blake Evans surveying the pitch. Boots a sky ball just over the midfield. Volleyed down by Campos. Milwaukee. Bruins. Dove with the toe poke, forcing the turnover. Here come the Bruins. And was offside was Guerrero. Guerrero just a step or two offsides. Another free kick and offside on Northrop. 28.5 to play, 2-1 your score. Plenty of time for Northrop. And Stroud looks for Glowacki. Back to Stroud. Lai. Good cut off by Abdirahman, but can't control it. Lai forced the turnover. See if he can track it down. Battle for the ball, as we're going to have a foul called on Dwenger, probably for kicking the ball while down. But that's turned over right to Proliferone, who leaves it for Landers, who scored both goals for Dwenger. Tried to flick it past the defense. Almost did regain control, but there's Campos. Looks to survey, had Guerrero, and that was offside by Duras. Assistant official called it immediately, was quicker on that call than he has been. But boy, are they putting pressure. Northrop is putting pressure. Here comes Lai. Near side. Glowacki. Glowacki hooked up top to Bruins. Dispossessed by Northrop. Stepik. Duras. Toe poked it. Good slide tackle by Stroud. And he does regain possession. Here's Simerson, the sophomore. He's real light on the ball, obviously. Ball filters all the way back to Blake Evans, who's there. Throws it out far side to Chino Eek. And that's too heavy, but Proliferone, I'm telling you, is very quick on his first step. I think most players wouldn't have got to that ball. Boras tried to break free with the ball, couldn't. Proliferone, what do you know? They're first on a 50-50 ball, 26.5. Ball's gonna go out to touch to Dwenger. No communication on the far side between the Saints players. Into Boras. It's gonna go out to touch to Northrop. Substitution, here comes the freshman, Cristobal Gonzalez for Northrop. Lone goal scorer for the Bruins. That came in the first half. At the 17-minute mark, that knotted it up at once. But the goal scorer in the first half, Landers for Dwenger, came up with the second goal here in the second half. Let's see what he can do. This is the side he likes. Right-footed cross, deflected, and Fox gains control. Big boot. Does Cameron Fox. Stroud misjudged it. Guerrero trying to shield it. Does. Turns, right-footed shot, and nothing. Goal kick. Guerrero. So was pressured. The fans wanted a foul called on Dwenger. It was not. So that's a missed shot for Guerrero. But good pressure. Finally matched up on one of those through balls did the Northrop Bruins. 25-11 to play in the match. Battle of SAC foes. Dwenger. And that's a collision. Lie down. That's going to be a throw in.
Rise above it, Orange. Rise above it.
Throw in for Northrop. Gonzalez has space. Cuts it back. Abdirahman. Throw in to Northrop. Good throw into the box. That was Dove. Trying to track it down. Keeps it in. Flicks it over the shoulder. Still trying to track it down. Stayed in play, and Dwenger clears. 2-1 your score. 24 minutes to play in the match. Beautiful Thursday night in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're on the campus of IPFW at the Plex, field number 2. Lai tries to head it out of play. Simerson keeps it in. Allison looks for the cross in for Northrop, and I'll go over the end line for a goal kick. Goal kick for Dwenger and the senior goalkeeper, Blake Evans. Has a good boot off that goal kick. Comes out near the circle. Dove heads it back into danger. Guerrero trying to track it down. Stroud with the header to the keeper. Good play. Just a little collision, no big deal. As here comes Glowacki. Glowacki, nice dribbling. Sets it to the center of the pitch. Harkenrider, the freshman, calmly finds Bruns. Bruns has Landers. Bruns is going to take it near the corner. Nice slide tackle by Dove. Throw in for Bishop Dwenger. Excuse me, that's a throw in for Northrop. Comes into Esquivel. Esquivel being pressured. Going to switch the field. Go far side to Allison.
Easy, Christian, easy, Christian, easy.
Looked up front for Gonzalez, but not heavy enough. There's Rude. Harkenrider, back to Rude, freshman and sophomore, playing the two-man game. Rude stays with it, good control. Bruns, Harkenrider. Good pickup by Northrop. Landers tried to track it down, but Bakel was there. Stroud mistimed the run. There's Peripheron. Tight slide tackle and kept in by Dwenger. 22 minutes to play, 2-1 Dwenger on top. Collision in the air, that will be called on Guerrero. Free kick for Dwenger. And there's a yellow on Guerrero. As the referee was not going to take any more lip from the junior. Talented player, has 5 goals in this early season. Free kick for Dwenger, up 2-1, 22 minutes to play in the match. Heated battle out here, getting a little feisty. Referee just keeping control as the keeper, Cameron Fox, trying to pump up his team from the box. Here comes Glowacki, senior captain, waiting for the whistle. Here's it. It's going to go long to Peripheron. Peripheron can't control it. Gonzalez and him battling. Gonzalez, good hard battling by both teams. And unaccepted free ball. Comes back out, trying to be tracked down by Boras. Allison heads it out. Biederman. Stepik. Simerson. Takes a shoulder in the back. No call. Dove looking for the through ball. He's onside, but that's just too heavy. Picked up by Evans. 21 to play in the match. 2-1. Dwenger on top. We were 1-1 at half. Dwenger with the lone goal in the second half by this fella, Landers. Trevor Landers has 3 goals now on the season after putting up a pair here in this match. Throw in for Dwenger. Sub in. Going to take out Boras, the captain, and bring in Jacob Hirsch. He has a goal on the season, the junior. Landers throws in. Looking for Bruns. Kept in by Northrop. Good cut dribble and cleared out. Stroud puts it back into danger to Landers. Landers shielding the defender. Northrop takes it away, dispossessed. Very calm on the ball. My number 8, Esquivel. Boras. Miscommunication with Campos, but Campos did get it off the shoulder of Sturgic. And Simerson off the head of the sophomore. Miscommunication, no chance that was going to connect as that rolls out. Oh, it does not. Kept in. Look at the speed on the far sideline, but Dwenger regains possession. Simerson looked out for number 19, Hirsch, and that's going to be a foul on Northrop. as that was a collision down on the field at 19:33. Stoppage on the clock. Both players up now, which is a good sign, but we will have a free kick for Dwenger. 19:33 to play in the match. 1 goal deficit. This game is within reach, no question about it. We've seen some doozies here with SummitCitySports.com. Seen several tight games, including a 5-5 battle at Canterbury. The boys hosting Carroll. Canterbury was up 5-4 with just 20 seconds left, and Noah Fleming for the Carroll Chargers on a breakaway put it in the back of the net to tie up the Canterbury boys. That game ended in a 5-5 tie. That's the only nod against the Canterbury Cavs. They're coached by Greg Mott. So we're at 2-1 with the free kick on the field on the far side. Dwenger, after this match, their next match will be on September the 8th, next Tuesday. That will be at Krieger Park against Concordia Lutheran. So the Cadets will host the Saints on September the 8th. Northrop will play at Snyder on that same day, the 8th, right here on this field, as Snyder uses this as their home field as well. Do the Saints. Jacob Rude finds Harkenreiter. Look to go up front. That's number 16, Veraco. Off the head of Rude, tried to find Proliferone, couldn't get it to him. Duras is going to go down, but no call. Taken by Dove. Dove had the freshman with him. That was a miss. Dove needs to put it in the back of the net right here. Cut dribble to the right foot and falls down, as does the keeper as well. Dove just couldn't go with the left-footed shot. Obviously wanted to cut it back to the right foot, but that put him right in pressure. That header right there goes out over the end line for a corner. Corner kick for Northrop. Down by 1 goal. Stepik out to the corner to take the kick. 18.5 to play. Plenty of movement in the box. 8 in the box. Comes into the near post. Proliferone heads it out. Tracked down by Northrop and flicked out by Harkenreiter. Bakel is going to leave it to Fox. Fox way out of the box. He's going to go long ball to Dove. Now that's a good-looking ball. Dove with the volley cross, and the volley tried by Duras, but a swing and a miss. Comes back to Esquivel, and that's going to be too heavy. Look at the speed over there by Abdirahman, tracking down several balls on that far side here in the last couple minutes. 50-50 ball. Simerson knocked it off of Bruin. There's Bruins. Throw in to Dwenger. 17:40. To play in this match. Bishop Dwenger hosting these Northrop Bruins. 2-1 your score. Dwenger on top. Here's Dove. Look for the through ball to Campos. There's Proliferone. Great skill on the ball. Finds Simerson. Simerson lays it back to Rude. That was looked for Bruins, as Bruins tries to track it down. Cleared out by Northrop. Off the head of Duras. Proliferone. Looked for the cutting Landers. Come back over his right shoulder. Landers shielding the defense. Ball took a fast bounce on him. Rolls out to touch to Northrop. 17 minutes to play in the match. Northrop down by 1 goal. Not out of it by any means. Dove goes down, but no call. Goes through the legs of Stepik. Allison. Rude pops it up. Simerson right to Proliferone. That's a good 3-man triangle there for the Saints. And here comes out Bruins. Look for number 16, Veraco. Couldn't find him. Simerson tried to put it back in danger. There's Harkenreiter, the freshman. Pops it up to Landers. Going to be tracked down by Campos. Going to let it roll out to touch to Northrop. Sub Guerrero comes back on the field. He's playing with the yellow card as Campos will sit.
Let's go, Bruins!
So Guerrero rested after that yellow card.
Control.
16 minutes to play in the match. Northrop needs to create some chances. Esquivel goes right side to Allison. Allison, I think, mishit that ball. Here comes Bruins and the Saints. Thought he had Simerson, but Simerson stopped his run on the far side. Gonzalez.
Easy, Billy.
Really like Gonzalez's game. The freshman, Esquivel. Rude tried to get to it, couldn't. Lie was the last line of defense. Off the head of Bruins. Gonzalez. Allison. Esquivel battling with the Saints and taken away, dispossessed by Dwenger. Was up front, Veraco. Through ball, looking for Dove. Dove has it off the knee, can he get to it? Off the chest and rolls just left of the post. Great chance for Northrop's Nathan Dove showing the speed. Just couldn't gain control as that rolled just a one too many time. Out for a goal kick. But Northrop with the nice chance, almost tying it up at 2s. Goal kick for Dwenger. Evans pops it out near midfield. That's going to roll down nicely to number 14, Collins. Sergi Collins fall down as a defender, but good leg stick out by Northrop. Freshman Harkenrider's grabbed by Dove. And Dove just stronger than the freshman. And that's got to be a trip. No trip called, as Dove had no shot on that. And that's out to touch to Northrop. 14 minutes to play. Into Guerrero. Guerrero taken away by Landers. Miscommunication between Glowacki and Landers. Poliferone that time had communication as Stroud may have got accidentally hit in the mouth. Good slide tackle by number 14, Collins, the junior.
Good effort. Keep it up.
There's the senior Bruins. Good flick by Stepic. Back to Allison. Filters back to his keeper and Fox. Pressured. Big ball headed by Lai. Harkenrider finds Rude. Rude goes towards the line. Out over the half line. Battled by two freshmen. It's Harkenrider and Gonzalez. We'll see them here in this SAC for the next 4 years. Battling there in the midfield. Throw in to Northrop. Down 2-1, 13 minutes to play in the match. Simerson down, it looks like. As we're going to get a sub for Simerson. Looks like we may have Boras come in. We do not. He's going to bring in Chino Eek. So Chino Eek in the game as Duras got the ball caught up on his foot. Little floater to Dove. And cleared out by Dwenger and Poliferone. Throw in for Northrop. 12.5 to play. Duras throws in. Abdirahman. Back to Duras. Duras throws it into the box. Chested down by Stroud. Back to Duras. Duras looking for the cross. Doesn't have anyone. Guerrero. And Duras look to go give and go. Allison has only one back from Northrop now. They need to rotate back. Watch for the counterattack by Dwenger as Harkenrider is just going to pop it. But there is the keeper, Cameron Fox. 12 minutes to play in the match. Long ball. That's going to be too long. Rolls harmlessly to the keeper and Blake Evans. Poliferone. And a long ball. Volley down to Gonzalez. Gonzalez cuts it back on Landers. Filter back to the left back. Going up front to Duras. Heads it straight up. Poliferone heads it back out. 50-50 ball gained by Northrop. Not so fast. Number 14, Sergey Collins. Cut back by Landers. He's going to switch the field to Eek. Gino Eek. Collision. No call. Good no call. As I think we have a, hopefully it's just a cramp for Landers. As here comes Duras on the far side, but that was just too heavy of a touch. Throw in for Northrop. Throw in for Northrop. As the referee finally get his attention, as they'll stop the clock at 10:40. As Landers down on the pitch. Looks like he's just stretching it out. Anybody that's had a Charlie horse or a cramp knows the feeling.
Water for him? Crystal, he wants water.
So we'll have a small break on the field. As the athletic trainer out for the Saints is stretching out the leg of Landers. He has scored 2 goals. We'll take you back through the recap. Game started with Dwenger possession. First goal at the 26-minute mark by that young fella, number 9, Trevor Landers. That was his 2nd goal of the season. That was followed closely thereafter at the 17-minute mark by the freshman of Northrop, Cristobal Gonzalez. He put one in the back of the net to knot it up at once. That took us into halftime, where we came into the second half at the 34-minute mark. Young fellow again, Trevor Landers, put his 3rd goal in on the season, 2nd of the match, to put the Saints up 2-1. That's where we sit now with 10:40 to play in the match. Landers walking off gingerly. Obviously wish that young man, hopefully it's just some cramps, get some fluids in him. 10:40 to play. As I mentioned, it is a hot and muggy night here in Fort Wayne. This may be the hottest week of the summer, and we're in the beginning of September. Been a weird summer here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Started off with monsoon rains, and now we're back to the dry, hot, but Mother Nature can't quite figure out what it wants to do as we get back into the low 70s next week. So we won't take this weather for granted here in Fort Wayne while we got it. 10:40 to play in the match. Northrop will continue with the ball with the throw into Dove. Dove tried to pop it up. Does. And that's going to be controlled by Esquivel. Gonzalez. Taken away by Dwenger. Simerson just needed to possess it for a second longer for Strode. Good ball there to Dierman. Closed out by Jacob Rude, and that will be a corner kick for Northrop. Corner for Northrop. Down by 1. See what they choose to do. A lot of motion and movement in a cluttered box. Missed header by Dwenger, but they're going to call a foul in the box on Northrop. Goal kick for Dwenger. 10 minutes to play in the match. Northrop down 2-1. Again, subscribe to our YouTube channel, SummitCitySports.com. Bringing you this action courtesy of Parkview Hospital. I am Tim Atkinson, providing your play-by-play. Jeff Mahoney on the camera. We're happy to bringing you this action. Boys varsity action here at the Plex, with Dwenger up 2-1 over Northrop. 2 SAC squads, 2A squads. Northrop with a great start to the season as they were picked, just as an honorable mention, just fell out of the top 20 rankings of the coaches poll here in the state of Indiana. Dove looked to play a two-man game with Sepik. Eek looked to break free for Collins. Bakel. Ref is going to go on the lob ball to Guerrero. Guerrero had Simerson closing out. Simerson brings him back to the end, and that ball could get through to Duras, but there's Lai. Both players go down. Duras the first one up. He's the second leading goal scorer. Excuse me, he's the leading goal scorer for Northrop. Have 7 goals through the first 6 games. Followed there closely by number 3, Billy Guerrero, who has 5 goals here in this early season. Landers separating himself for Dwenger as their high goal scorer on the season, with a couple of players sprinkled in at 1 goal on the season. So throw in for Bishop Dwenger. Assistant referee pushes him back. Glowacki goes into Simerson. Simerson. Polyferone. How quick his first step is. Simerson, nice. He's got such poise for a sophomore. And there's the freshman, speaking of youth, Harkenreiter. Just too heavy on the attempted tackle. Out the touch to Northrop, 7.5 to play. Fox, the keeper, is going to go long ball, and he does have a right-footed boot, headed by Polyferone. Headed there by Northrop and Stepik. Gonzalez and Stepik. Stepik, look through ball. The Guerrero has him. Guerrero one-on-one with the keeper. Just left of the post. Not sure if Lai, yes, Lai did get a piece of that. 7 minutes to play, almost knotted it up. If it wasn't for the sliding tackle of number 11, Austin Lai, the junior, that would have been knotted up in the back left corner of the net. Good chance by Northrop, leads to a corner. Corner comes in, that's going to go far post and just too heavy. Good hustle by Eek, by Dwenger. No one in an onside position for the Bruins. 6.5 to play. Rude with possession. Waltzes up the field, knocks it out down towards the corner. Eek tries to track it down, but there's Fox. Long ball out to Dove, who chests it, volleys it. And Duras was off. Yes, he was, but that assistant ref just a little late on the calls. Probably wouldn't get as much of a hassle if he was quicker on the calls, but either way, his ruling offside for Northrop. Free kick to Dwenger. Northrop down, 5.5 to play. Looked for Collins, headed out of play. Throw in to Dwenger. Collins looking for the throw in, finds Jacob Rude. Rude's just a sophomore. That's taken away by Dove. Dove so impressive, finds Guerrero. Guerrero was definitely on. Guerrero needs to foul it in. Had the goalie beat, but Blake Evans comes out and is huge, forcing the wide shot. Goal kick for Dwenger. Big save by the keeper, Evans. Came out and was big in front of Guerrero, who Guerrero had to step on the back line of Dwenger. Simerson trying to pressure the D. Bruins tried to help out. Here's Esquivel. Esquivel looks for Duras, but there is Evans. Too heavy, has the shoulder. That time, Evans wasn't going to let the Northrop player run into him and have a collision. He was going to make sure it happened, as he got knocked over in the first half. 4:19 to play. 2-1 your score. Northrop down by 1 goal. These are 2 unbeaten teams in the conference. One team will lose with a conference loss. Simerson being pressured. Bruins, Simerson. Here comes Allison being pressured by Eek, and that is a foul on Eek. 4 minutes to play in the match. Free kick out by Fox over the head of Simerson. Pretty much right now, John Poliferone playing the straight defensive midfield role, helping the back 4 out as Guerrero tries to track that down, double teamed by Dwenger, and that's going to be a foul on Guerrero. 2-1, 3.5 to play. Guerrero playing with the yellow card. Goal kick for the Saints, up by 1 goal. Ball's kicked out to the midfield, just missed the header by Bruins. Bakel puts it to Gonzalez, comes out near side. Stepik taking on the sophomore Simerson. Guerrero will come out and take hold of possession. Filters back through the defense. Here's Esquivel. 3 minutes to play in the match. 2-1 your score. You can feel the atmosphere starting to thicken up a bit as this match winds down. Stepik. Nice boot out by Eek. Fox, dangerous. Out. Lai had Rude there, but headed it out to touch. Northrop ball, 2.5 to play here in the match. Northrop. That was a good looking pass, but couldn't be controlled. Settled at the midfield by Northrop. Headed by Poliferone, and that was Duras giving himself space, but volleyed out, and that will be a goal kick. 2 minutes to play in the match. Dwenger up, 2-1. Rude will take a seat. Back on the pitch is number 19, Jacob Hirsch, who has a goal on the season. Blake Evans with the goal kick out, 1.5 to play. Harkenrider goes it back towards Fox. Fox comes to Bakel. Ball to Guerrero. Simerson with the header, but that's headed right down at Northrop. Stepik, Poliferone. That's going to come out to touch to Northrop. 1:05 to play. Throw in Northrop, running out of time. As I mentioned, we've seen a goal scored in the last 18 seconds. So right now, that was a nice little heel flick. But once again, Evans was there, couldn't control it. But the Saints back four was there to clear it out. 49 seconds. Bakel, Stepik, being closed down, and he has space, needs to chip it. Can he chip it? That's Bruins, pressure, needs to control the ball here with 35 seconds, has a cross, but can't get it to a wide open. Jacob Hirsch was running down the center of the box. Here comes Fox, 25 seconds to play. Lai, Simerson boots it back in the attacking zone. That's number 19, track it down Hirsch, but there's Fox. Fox flips it, looking for Allison. Both players slide tackle, 50-50 ball, possessed by Dwenger. And there's the attempted kick, and just missed far right. But that should do it. 1 second, time is up. Game is over. Bishop Dwenger pulling it out, 2-1. We were knotted up at once with Dwenger getting the lone goal in the second half. Lander scoring 2 goals. We'll jump down and get you some interviews. For Jeff Mahoney, I'm Tim Atkinson, SummitCitySports.com. Thank you. All right, we're standing with the lone goal scorer, scoring both goals for the Saints here this evening against Northrop. Take me back through both goals and what was going through your mind on both, if you can take us back through that.
All right. Well, on the first one back there, John put it into Jackson. Jackson tried dribbling the line. I thought the ball went half out of bounds. defender stopped and put to me. I just kicked it and it no-bagged him. So couldn't really think of that one.
How about the second goal?
And then that second one, John Polifrone played me the ball. I saw nobody on the far end, so I was like, you know what? Let's just shoot it. I got it, and I hit him with the coon.
Great goals both again. Now you guys stay undefeated in the conference now, so you got some nice momentum building into this meat of your season. What are you guys taking out of this win here to go into your next matches?
We're just putting it in the driver's seat, and we're just going to drive on through to the SAC title.
Awesome. Congratulations and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Standing here with Coach Dorsai. Great outcome here, winning 2-1, staying undefeated here in the conference, the SAC. Take me through tonight and what you saw was the difference here in the Saints beating the Bruins here tonight.
I think the way the passion, we played with a lot of passion today. Even though the game was tied 1-1, those guys never gave up. And then we put everything. Before the game I say, hey, make sure we leave everything on the field. And they did that tonight.
Now you got a good mix of younger kids, older kids here on your roster. What are you trying to build on here to try to make this run to the SAC championship and hopefully a run into state?
We want to keep a good mixture. Good thing is we have a lot of leadership from our seniors. We have 7 seniors, and all of them, they were playing varsity last year, so they give us a lot of leadership. And also we have the young guys. I think it's a good way to mentor them in. So that's why we have a good mixture of. We have a true freshman playing, Lucas Hockenrinder, so he played a good game tonight. So that's a good mixture. So we want to build for the future.
Absolutely. Got to be proud tonight playing a game Northrop squad, very game squad, and coming out with the win. You got to be very proud of your guys tonight.
Oh, yes, I'm very proud of my guys. Like I said, they play with a lot of passion. They beat us last year. And they won SAC. And our goal was to win this game to put us in the driver's seat, to try to win SAC, because that's our goal we set for the beginning of the year.
So you hear it right there, a little revenge factor for Coach Doris. Great game tonight, great match tonight. Good luck the rest of the season, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Standing here with the head man for the Bruins. Tough outcome here tonight. Obviously not the outcome you wanted, but I think after watching these 80 minutes, you got to be pretty proud of your guys and the way they battled. Can you give me your overall feelings on the match here tonight?
Tough, kick in the stomach. We worked hard. We definitely didn't give up. We had the possession. Had the opportunities, things just didn't fall our way. That's soccer. You get the breaks. Sometimes things fall your way. Other times they don't. Unfortunately, that was the case tonight. So.
And you mentioned that just a couple offsides here where you could have matched up with Guerrero here and there. Talk about your keeper, Fox, a little bit.
Yeah.
Not only is he huge, but he's agile. He positions himself well, as I could see. Tell me what he means to the Bruins squad here this year.
He's a heart and soul. He's got a great attitude. He works hard. He's a special kid. He's one of the reasons why I do this year in year out. So, I've really enjoyed, and that's what makes it even more harder. It's his senior year. Gives it all. He's over there giving the team a speech right now. I know he's leading them, getting guys who have their heads down, getting their heads up. He's 6'4", but he moves. He's got footwork like he's 5'11", and he's special. And I think he's starting getting some recognition that I think he definitely deserves.
Absolutely, Coach. And now you take out of this, you do come out of a loss, but something to build on, I believe, to go in here to the meat of your schedule. Not out of this SAC by any means, and then still have your sectional and state runs. So what's the main thing you're taking out of tonight, maybe to improve on here to go into the meat of the schedule?
I think just finishing, having our opportunities, because against those tough teams, they're going to come fewer and fewer. So we got to take advantage of the opportunities we do get. And this is definitely going to be in our memory. Hopefully we see these guys who are in our sectional with Canterbury, Carroll, Dwenger, and Snyder. So we're going to remember this and just train for it and prepare, and hopefully we get another shot.
As you can see, we got a rivalry battling here in the SAC with Northrop and Dwenger. Good luck, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, sir. Okay, standing here with the outstanding goalkeeper, big fella Cameron Fox. Let 2 goals in. That's you doubled your goal total here on tonight, but it wasn't for a lack of effort, just a lot of pressure put on you by the Saints. Take me through kind of what your mindset is in goal, whether you're up, down, tied. Is it the same mindset? Just take me kind of what a match is for Cameron Fox.
Well, we're a family here, so I don't really play for the number on my back. I play for the name on my front. Northrop, I love being a Bruin. I love this team. So it doesn't matter if I let in 0 goals or 4 goals. As long as we win that game, that's all I care about.
Right there you see the attitude coming out of the Cameron Fox, the leader for the Bruins. Take me back through the game tonight. What did you see? You got the best look at it back there. What did you see as the difference here on that 1-goal deficit for you guys tonight?
Well, we lost on a counterattack, which it happens, defensive breakdown. It's something you can fix in practice. It's not like, I believe we outworked them. They scored more goals, and that's all it comes down to. Whoever scores more goals wins the game.
And that's got to be the frustrating part. I'm sure that's what you're telling your team over there is, hey, we may face these guys again here in sectional or something, and this SAC is not over, so let's keep our heads up and go into the next game. Is that kind of what your mentality is with your teammates over there?
Exactly. This game, as far as I see it, it's over. So we can't go back. We can't change the result. So we got to come to practice prepared. We got to work hard and just push forward.
Awesome. Standing with Cameron Fox, great young fellow here, great goalkeeper. Need to check him out here. Colleges, come out and get a look at him as he can do big things for you out there. Good luck, Cameron, the rest of the way.
Thank you. Go Bruins.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.